SJDP, Sorores a Jesu Mono Pastore, Sisters of Jesus Good Shepherd Pastorelle. This is the name by which the Church recognizes us. We are the fourth congregation of the Pauline family that Blessed James Alberione, our common father and founder, founded. Alberione is an Italian priest born in April 1884 at San Lorenzo di Fossano in the province of Cuneo in northern Italy, and died at Rome in 26 November 1971, an hour after the visit of Saint Pope Paul VI. He was beatified by Saint John Paul II in April 2003. Alberione was a humble man of solid faith who, inspired by the Holy Spirit and with single-mindedness on doing the will of God, founded the Pauline family consisting of 5 religious congregations: the Society of St. Paul, the Daughters of St. Paul, the Pious Disciples of the Divine Master, we the Pastorelle, and the Sisters of the Queen of Apostles, 4 aggregated institutes to the Society of St. Paul, and the Association of Pauline Cooperators. Out of humility and wisdom, Alberione insisted that the members of the Pauline family consider St. Paul as our spiritual father, and thus both Alberione's spirituality and the family he founded are called Pauline. We have a common apostolic project: to live and give Jesus Master, way, truth, and life to the world. Alberione used modern means of the communication media to spread his message in the work of evangelization. He insisted everything only and always for the glory of God and for the salvation of souls. In all the Pauline chapels is inscribed the spiritual program of the founder, which he received in a vision from the Divine Master. Fear not, I am with you. From here I want to enlighten. Be sorry for sin. For us Pastorelle, Father Alberione desired that we be identified to Jesus Good Shepherd in order to express our special vocation in the Church, to make present and visible the care of the Good Shepherd toward the flock that the Father has entrusted to him. Always gaze at Jesus Good Shepherd and live as he lived. This was the only rule which our founder wanted to give us. In 1908, Father Alberione, in the brief period of his pastoral ministry in the parish, realized the value and the complementarity of the pastoral ministry of the woman associated to the priestly zeal, according to the word of Genesis and the experience of the first Christian community. The initial intuition took its solidity toward 1936, and on 7 October 1938, the first house of the Institute was opened at Genzano in Rome, and we consider this date as the official foundation of the congregation. The definitive and pontifical approval was granted on June 29, 1959, by Pope John the 23rd. We belong to Jesus Good Shepherd, with the public profession of the evangelical counsels of chastity, poverty, and obedience, lived in fraternal community in order to carry out his mission of shepherd in communion and in humble collaboration with bishops and priests and lay leaders in the local churches. Our work is the care of souls.
The image of Jesus Good Shepherd that the founder has given us speaks of our vocation and mission. For us, Pastorelle, the most appropriate image is that of Jesus, Good Shepherd, crucified, because it is precisely in the act of giving one's life that the shepherd dies in order to bring to the Father his lost children. Together, the dispersed fold is revealed. It is on the cross that the Johannine ego sum pastor bonus is accomplished, precisely because Jesus Shepherd is the Lamb immolated and risen, who guides us to the springs of life.
The people of God affectionately call us Pastorelle sisters from the word pastorine, little shepherds, expressing the smallness and simplicity of our manner of taking care of the Christian life and of the proclamation of the gospel to the poor.
In our vocation and mission, we imitate Mary, Mother of the Divine Shepherd, who stood and remained at the foot of the cross, by becoming mothers and sisters of all who make up God's people, who are entrusted to our pastoral care. Our models in the pastoral ministry are Saints Peter and Paul. From Peter, we learn to care for ecclesial communion, and from Paul, the prophetic value of our charism, which is the openness and willingness to strain forward at the frontiers of evangelization in the peripheries. We live as sisters in small communities inserted among the people, sharing what we are and what we have. Today, we are around 500 sisters present in 5 continents and in 18 countries: Italy, Albania in Europe, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Chile, Mexico, Uruguay, Bolivia, and Cuba in Latin America. We are also in the United States, in Chicago, and in Saipan. Then in Australia, in Mozambique in Africa. In Asia, we are present in South Korea, Taiwan, and the Philippines. A small presence sowed in the fields of humanity, cultivated with joy and hope to be able to hand over one day to the great shepherd of the sheep, the people who has been entrusted to us, and who belongs to him only for all eternity. We arrived in the Philippines in May 1965, and the first house was opened in Imus, Cavite. From a small community of 3 sisters who were the pioneers, at present, our province, which is known as the Philippine Australia Saipan Taiwan province, is composed of 61 sisters. In the Philippines, we are present in 10 communities spread in the dioceses of Lawag, in San Fernando de la Union, Alaminos, Lingayen, Dagupan, Imus, Cubao, and Bolongan. We are present in 2 dioceses in Australia, in Melbourne and in Adelaide, and in the Diocese of Chelan-Canoa in Saipan, in the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, and in the Diocese of Hsinchu in Taiwan.
We, the Sisters of Jesus Good Shepherd, Pastorelle, of the discerning the signs of the times, commit ourselves to journey with the people of God in building and sustaining the growth of the ecclesial communities rooted in Jesus' Good Shepherd